Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. I am Starco Gaming and we are back with another Marvel Future Fight video, guys. If you want to have access to all the best free-to-play content and beginner guides for Marvel Future Fight, make sure you subscribe to the channel and check the bell so you get notified when I post a new video. Go live with the live stream. We stream Marvel Future Fight every Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday night, 7 p.m. Pacific time. So don't miss those streams, guys. Those are awesome. But all right, guys, tonight we're going to be playing Katy in both Shadowland and Wall Boss Ultimate. So make sure you don't miss the stream so you can see, have a better idea of what she can actually do. We're going to be showcasing her in this video and see what she can actually do basically. But obviously, we're going to get more experience tonight, so the gameplay might actually be a little bit stronger tonight. But guys, let's be honest, I am really not impressed with her so far. She seems like she's mostly going to be a support, well, a lead for Shang-Chi and a good Shadowland characters. This is really the feeling I have about her. Obviously, she's going to be in mid-month update. She's going to be getting her awakening skills, so she's going to be able to be a lead for Shang-Chi in the Wall Boss Legend at that point. But past that, Wall Boss Ultimate is quite disappointing so far. So we're going to showcase that in this video, guys, obviously. But first, we're going to take a look at the build. We're going to take a look at the skills and everything that there is to know about her. So let's jump in here. Let's take a look at her leadership. You can see here, applies to Shang-Chi, increase all basic attack by 60%. Basically, basic attack is now all attack. They rename all attack with basic attack pretty much from what I can see, because now, for example, Izos, instead of giving all attack, they give basic attack. I know that's kind of weird, but this is pretty much what it does now. So 60% increase of all attack to Shang-Chi only. So she's going to be buffing Shang-Chi. She's going to be a good lead for Shang-Chi in Wall Boss Legend. She gets her awakening skill if Shang-Chi can actually be good in Wall Boss Legend. So that is pretty much all I can see from her so far. But let's take a deeper look into her. So if you look at the stats we have on her for this video, max cooldown, maxing or defense, we have, let's say, max critical damage, max critical rate, max attack speed. We have 18,000 physical attack. She has 2 special ability here, a weapon master. So we're going to be testing her with a taskmaster support, obviously, and she has agility, which increase her attack speed a little bit. Now, the instinct, I don't really understand the instinct yet. We're going to be checking that later on, but the instinct stack grant effect that deal instinct damage, bonus damage can be dealt. Nothing really special from it, to be honest. Okay, so nothing really special about instinct. I don't really fully understand it, but I guess we're gonna dig into it and explain it in a future video. But anyway, those were the stats, guys. If you look at the gear, we have gear 20. We have 2 mythical physical attack crew per gear. Then max or dodge as much as possible until she's not dodging anything with 70% dodge, which is kind of weird. ISO set, we have a normal 6 stars set bonus ISO set, so basically set bonus stage 6 in effect of overdrive. We have, see here, they replace all attack by all basic attack, all defense by all basic defense, pretty much. Critical rate, critical damage, and all the attack and defense at 8.5%. Ignore defense 8.1% and 20% increase damage proc. Here, custom gear, we're running with the 200% damage proc. So technically, with 200% damage proc, with 6 mythical physical attack hero, we should actually be able to do some decent floor in the Wall Boss Ultimate technically. But as you're gonna see in this video, I'm not impressed with that. Maybe in Shadowland she's gonna change my mind. Maybe somebody's gonna come up with a crazy rotation for her and I'm gonna be changing my mind at that point. But as for right now, guys, I am not impressed with her, and you're gonna see why in the Wall Boss Ultimate. But let's take a quick look at her skills. So let's start. We already checked leadership, but let's take a look at it again. Perfect teamwork. Applied to all allies, critical rate increased by 18%, and applied to Shang-Chi, increase all basic attack by 60%. The tier 1 passive here applied to all eyes. That passive is actually pretty awesome for all eyes. Critical damage is increased by 30% and ignore target dodge rate by 30%. Might actually be good once you get our awakening skill for dispatch mission. That 30% ignore dodge is actually pretty damn solid. Then if we go with the tier 2 passive, applied to self, increase guaranteed dodge by 30%, until that does not make your dodge much better. Sadly, in wall boss, it's ultimate at least. Increase guaranteed critical rate by 20%. So in addition to having max critical rate, we have a 20% guaranteed critical rate, which would give us a little bit more than 70, then 80%, something like that we get critical rate mostly. Then we have increased skill damage by 30%, increased bonus damage by 30%. Now if we move to the skills, we have the first skills. This is an iframe skills, implied enemy stun, which is going to be good in Shadowland, and then physical damage and physical attack pretty much. The second skill is going to be a stunning ability. It's going to apply bleed, remove elasticity, and do some damage. Not a very impressive skill so far, by the way, guys. The third skill, Promise of Justice, applied to self. 100% chance for immunity to all damage, increase all basic attacks, so increase all attack by 50% for 7 seconds. Cooldown time is 15 seconds, so 7.5 seconds with max skill cooldown. Then we have the fourth skill. You tap and charge it to do more damage. Tapping and holding the skill icon will charge the skill and release it. Will commence the attack. Will do paralyzes for 2 seconds. Apply to self, 50% chance to penetrate with super armor, barrier, shield, all damage, immune, and immune invincibility for 5 seconds. Increase all attack by 50%, all attack and defense by 50%, speed by 6%, and critical rate by 15%, remove incapacitation. So pretty, technically, in theory, that shall be a pretty solid skill. Then we have the fifth skill, storm shooting, applied to enemies, deal 50% blade damage every 1 second, remove elasticity for 5 seconds, and decrease all defense up to 60%, ignore immunity. That's actually pretty good. 60% ignore immunity defense down, which is actually going to be pretty solid in wall boss ultimate, hopefully, and in Shadowland. So this is kind of the skill now. I'm still trying to optimize the rotation. Now the rotation I actually want to try here is pretty much 3, 5. Well, 3 cancel, 5 cancel into the fourth skill. We hold the fourth skill and we release the fourth skill pretty much, I think, on the proc trigger. That will be my guess here. We're going to try that. So far, with all the testing I did, the fifth skill was the one with the best damage, but I don't think I really hold the fourth skill. So we're going to try something a little bit different here. And here you can see the little characters usage tips here. The arrow shot and described from the storm shooting still continue when combined with another skills. Use a Promise of Justice skills to gain a buff and follow up with storm shooting and a powerful arrow. So that's a rotation that we just talked about that they actually recommend. So we're gonna, obviously, we are going to be jumping in the wall boss ultimate and we are going to test that. So challenge wall boss. Technically, we should be able to try to attempt a stage 50 and Proxima with a new characters. New characters these days should be strong enough for that, especially that we do have some pierce. So if we take a quick look at the cards here, guys, we have 4% pierce, we have 68.6% physical attack increase. So technically we should, I think stage 50 should be a possibility for her, but I don't seem to be able to push it that far. I've been able to push a stage 40, did not actually clear it, but because I don't want to waste my entries. I want to save my 5 entries for tonight's stream, but it's just not that impressive. Now we're going to be using Taskmaster because of the Weapon Master buff from his tier 2 passive here. You can see here, Weapon Master allies increase guaranteed critical rate by 20%, ignore target dodge rate by 20%, and increase skill damage and bonus damage by 20%, in addition to his uniform passive that, well, we don't see it here, but increased damage, I think it's by 45% against super villain. So a good buff for Katy here. And then we have Nick Fury lead that's going to give increase all basic attack while all attack by 50%. So we're going to jump in there. The damage we're going to see is mostly just from Katy and basically Taskmaster in Nick Fury, because the strikers are mostly tier 1, or we have Mr. Baby Groot at tier 2. We need healing. She is quite squishy from my testing so far. Again, guys, if you have a better rotation that I'm going to be using, let me know in the comment section. I want to learn how to play her better. I don't know if my rotation is the best. Let me know what you guys test out and what kind of success you had with this character, obviously. So here we go. We're going to start with the 5th skill from Nick Fury to increase, you know, our damage. Then we're going to go full fire and the proc trigger a little bit too early. Still, we had some kind of decent damage. Okay, now. And that was definitely not optimal here. See, I'm not really impressed with the damage. We hold here. We're released when it's released, pretty much. Okay, that was not so bad. That was not so bad, but she is lacking a little bit of survivability. I forgot to hold the... Oh, actually, I still held it, so it's actually not so bad. So basically, technically, what you really want to do here is to hold the 4th skill till the 5th skill trigger the proc, and then get the big damage from the 4th skill. Technically, that is what you actually want to do, but technically is usually not something that works great against Proxima. Still, we are not doing that bad. Yeah, by holding the 4th skill is definitely the skill that's going to do the most damage. By holding it, we definitely do a little bit more damage here, but still, I wish she was better for a brand new character, to be honest. You know, compared to, for example, something like Cersei, we are definitely not getting the same kind of result, to be honest. Okay, so we messed up the rotation here. Let's see. And that's going to be a transition. See here, we should be eating the transition already by now. By 2 minutes, usually, she'll be eating the transition. So she might not be able to beat this fight, but she is not doing that bad. Oh, come on with the purple shit, bro. That shit is so annoying, man. Basically, at some point, she's going to release that 4th skill by herself. So you can just hold the 4th skill till it goes out, and see, the damage is not so bad. I think she's going to be great in Shadowland, to be honest. I think she's going to be a very solid Shadowland character, but I think that is where her usefulness is going to stop, sadly. Proxima canceled my goddamn 5th skill again. Damn annoying, Proxima. I think we could beat that floor, to be honest. If we don't get too much purple tracking shit, I think that could actually be a floor we actually beat. So it's not so bad. See, 4 bars. With 2 minutes left, we're actually doing pretty better than expected. Also, you can actually use your 3rd skill on the go. Like if you're running for something, you can actually use the 4th skill. And here, that was my bad. The immunity was gone. But yeah, stage 50 will actually be possible with her. So I guess she's better than I initially thought, but she is still not up to a level to characters like Cersei or those new, you know, free-to-play characters we've been getting in the recent, in the recent year, pretty much. So I don't feel like she's that high, but she can beat the stage 50, so I guess we cannot really complain too much about her. I guess my first impression was not fully correct. She is going to be a decent character. When she get the awakening skill in the mid-month update, she might actually get a much stronger. She's going to be a good lead for Shang-Chi, but I think that to get her awakened, I don't think it's going to be worth it unless you actually plan to play her with Shang-Chi. So that's pretty much my thoughts so far on these characters. Obviously, going to be doing more testing tonight on the live stream, 7 p.m. Pacific time, guys, every Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday night. So definitely, we're going to be testing her a little bit more tonight to see what kind of feeling we really get from her. What can we get a better run than that on the stage 50 of World Boss Ultimate Proxima? You know, something that will be really interested to see. You know, we're going to do all our wall boss, legend wall boss clear, and then we're going to go in training mode and try to push her a little bit in wall boss ultimate and see what we can get from her. But I want to hear your feedback, guys. What did you guys thought about these characters when you try it out? Was she a character that you were impressed, disappointed, or she was doing exactly what you were expected? Let me know in the comment section, guys. And as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of my amazing community. And I'll see you guys again in the next video. Thank you.